Mən Xarici dillər kafedrasının baş müəllimi Rəna Kərimova. Mövzumuz content of the class is how to make a speech. Second point is reading skill. Here we must review the headings. And third point is vocabulary building. Here we learn to use powerful words. And in the fourth stage, in the language focus, we shall learn understanding imperatives and the use of the present perfect tense. Well, let's start from the very beginning. There are three main things to remember. Be brief, be brilliant, and be calm. So why do I say so? Because before making a speech, any person is a little bit scary. So you must be very calm in order to stand in front of the big audience and make a speech. You have to feel very confident and you have to feel very sure of yourself. And what do you need for it? First, why know how to speak? This is scary, of course, but it is important for everyone to be able to speak in front of others. Whether there are 20 people or maybe 1,000 people, it's just the same. Psychologically, it is not easy. And being able can mean better grades in any class. Point 2. How to pick up a topic. You will probably ask, so what sort of audience will be you are going to make a speech in front of? That's why you have to choose your topic very carefully. And you must work and work. So the more you sweat in advance, the more easier it will be to make a speech in front of the large audience. And this is how to plan what to say. It encompasses three main levels. The first level is introduction. So because an audience makes up its mind very quickly. Once for example, we say the mood of an audience is set, it is difficult to change it. And when the person is sure of himself, before making a speech, he can say a little joke about himself or just a very funny story, and it makes the audience liven and very elated. That's why he can speak about other things later on. Main body. The main body is, there are four main intents in the body of the well-made speech. First of all, it is entertain, which is the hardest. Second is instruct, which is the easiest, because the more you are sure, the more you are aware of the topic, you can speak easily and you can persuade the people. And third, number 3, the main one. This is to persuade the people. If you do any presentation, you must make people feel confident about any point. And then inspire the people. For example, you are going to sell some product or some commodity, you have to persuade the people to buy it. And you say, just go right away and buy this. And if you buy this, it will be very beneficial for you, and so on. And the last one is summation. According to the plan. Summation means ending should properly incorporate a sentence or two, which sound like this. In conclusion, or for example, we can say the last thing I want to say, and I want to draw your attention to this fact, and so on. Next, how to sound spontaneous. It's better to learn point by point, not word by word. And the better you are aware of the topic, the better you will express or convey your idea to the audience. Then, you have to take into consideration that brevity is an asset. So, this is one of the main principles, because we said that actually three main things. At the very beginning we told that three main things the speaker, the beginner should remember. This is be brief, be brilliant, and be calm. So this is brevity is an asset. Why? Because time limit which is allotted to your speech is ideal time. I mean, ideal time is 20 minutes, no more. But if it takes longer, it will be rather tiring, and it is not needed for the audience, and it's not needed for the speaker. Next, if we talk about, for example, questions, I would like to say that questions are also beneficial for the speaker, because you ask questions, the audience asks questions, you answer the questions, and you try to encompass all the idea that you have prepared, all your knowledge, to reveal and demonstrate all your knowledge concerning the subject. Then the crowd. The larger the crowd, it makes the person feel a little bit keyed up. Keyed up means jumpy or edgy. And sometimes the people peek out of the curtain and you feel some butterflies. But there is no cure for it, actually. But they are beneficial for the speaker. Well, and what about the stage fright? There are a number of experiences that we can apply, we can learn, and one of them is George Plimpton. George Plimpton is a famous writer, public speaker, editor, and actor who lives in New York. He writes a lot of things and a lot of experiences that he has done so far, and you can get acquainted either by internet or by any other sources. You can get a lot of information about making speech, and this will be very useful for you. But I advise you to be very brief anyway, and at the same time to use very emphasizing and strong words like persuade, like inspire. Then we can say emphasize, articulate. Then we can say incorporate, convey, enliven, instruct. Learn the words, work on them, and use them in your own language. And simply not impose your own idea, but simply try to convince your audience, and then answer the questions very correctly. This is my viewpoint. Later on we shall do some exercises, and we shall speak a lot of things. You will speak on your own viewpoint. We shall make group discussion, and we shall work in teams by all means, and you will be given home task.